We're coming up on 5:30. This is WKYT This Morning. Lexington police say the hunt for 3 suspects involved in a violent afternoon robbery continues this morning.
Also on WKYT, a Maryland bus driver is being called a hero for a daring rescue after her bus went up in flames. We'll have the dramatic footage that captured it all just ahead this morning.
And some Lexington newlyweds are finding humor in Mother Nature's attempt to ruin their big day. That and more coming up on WKYT This Morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Kentucky mornings start right here on WKYT as we welcome you back here at 5:30. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Andrea Walker. It is Wednesday, September 14th. We're to hump day, so things are all downhill from here in a good way.
You got it. Busy day in our newsroom already. We have
Yes.
a big fire we're going to show you in southern Kentucky this morning with some twists and turns
And
in
some
the investigation.
amazing video.
Right. But as you said, a nice day on the way today. Well, let's check in. Meteorologist Micah Harris is in our First Alert Weather Center.
Yeah, a lot of us watering our yards the past few days just because we have not seen rain really for the most part in the past month. I mean, it's really been dry the past month. 63 degrees right now in Lexington. But you know what? Later on this afternoon, we'll be in the mid-80s once again. Pretty much the same as the past couple of days. But we'll actually add in that chance of rain in the forecast. If you're under one of those showers or thunderstorms, you're one of the lucky ones. No severe weather expected, so this is just beneficial rain to the yards. Remember, though, this is a 20 to 30% chance. This is not a good chance today, as virtually all of us stay dry. Best chance is going to be northern Kentucky. We'll get into that, and I'll show you when that arrives. And also, do we have any more chances the rest of the work week? We all know there's a good chance for the weekend. I'll show you the timing on that coming up in just a few minutes.
See you then. Thank you.
All right, the hunt continues this morning for 3 men police say are responsible for a violent Lexington robbery.
This was scary. Customers in the store, they were robbed. It happened yesterday afternoon at Hibbett Sports in the Mist Lake Plaza near the intersection of Manowar and Richmond Road. Police say it is the second Hibbett Sports store in Lexington to be robbed in the last week. Let's go to WKYT's Lauren Miner joining us live with the latest on the investigation. Lauren?
Good morning, Bill and Andrea. Well, police are still looking for the 3 suspects that robbed the sporting goods store at gunpoint yesterday afternoon during broad daylight. It was a frightening scene for both employees and customers when police say 3 men walked into Hibbett Sports on South Locust Hill around 5 p.m. They were acting like they were shopping before pulling out guns and making employees go into a storage room. 3 employees were in the store at the time of the robbery. Police say the men took cash and merchandise from the store. 2 customers were inside at the time and said they had their wallets and cell phones stolen. While police were interviewing witnesses from this robbery, someone shoplifted from Gabriel Brothers, which is in the same plaza as Hibbett Sports. Police were unable to catch that person. Right now, police are investigating if this robbery is connected to another robbery that occurred at the Hibbett Sports on Winchester Road last week. Now, police are calling this an alarming event and are hoping someone will come forward with more information. Reporting live in Lexington, Lauren Miner, WKYT.
Staying on top of it, thank you, Lauren. The Kentucky Council on Post-Secondary Education is reaching out to help ITT Tech students in Lexington today. It comes after ITT Tech closed all of their campuses last week after the U.S. Department of Education banned ITT from enrolling new students who use federal financial aid. A tough time for them and their families. Michelle Chamberlain is at the alert desk with the details this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, and it is a tough time. There will be 2 information sessions for displaced ITT Tech students, and one will start today. Now, the sudden closure of ITT's Lexington and Louisville campuses leaves thousands of students looking for answers as to what to do next. These sessions will provide students with information to help them complete their degrees. Now, the first session will be at Bluegrass Community and Technical College's Leestown campus today from 4:30 to 8 o'clock. There will be another session tomorrow. You can find all the information for these sessions on our website, WKYT.com. Bill, Andrea, back to you.
Michelle, thank you very much. A lot of people trying to find the way forward after that. And now to that fire in southern Kentucky. It's new this morning. A large fire in Metcalfe County kept fire crews busy into the overnight hours.
It certainly did. This eyewitness video from our sister station, WBKO in Bowling Green, shows the massive flames engulfing Scott City Limits, a popular club in Edmonton community. Multiple fire departments were on scene fighting the fire. Now, at this point, crews aren't sure how it started. We're told the club is known for hosting popular country western performers. We're also told it's owned by Kevin Scott Gentry, and this is interesting. He's in jail, accused of trying to hire someone to commit murder.
New this morning, police are hoping surveillance video helps them identify a suspect in an overnight smash and grab that happened at a Lexington gas station. It happened about 1:30 this morning at the Marathon gas station on Alexandria Drive near Cross Keys Road. Police say somebody smashed the store's back window out to break in. Once inside, they say the thief stole cigarettes before taking off.
The family of a pregnant woman and her unborn child killed in a Lexington shooting is asking again for your help finding those responsible. Both 22-year-old Mariah Coleman and her unborn baby died in the shooting last Wednesday night on Winburn Drive. Now, so far, police haven't made any arrests in this case. Coleman's family has now set up a tip line for people to call with information about the shooting.
We know there's still a murderer out there, so no one should feel comfortable. Everybody should be uncomfortable right now until this murderer is found.
Lexington police say they have no connection to the family's tip line, and they're still asking people with information about the murder to call them. Now, we have the number for the tip line and Lexington police on our website right now, WKYT.com.
Sure, the family and the police agree they just want it solved.
That's exactly right. A Maryland school bus driver is being hailed a hero after escorting all 20 of her students from a fire-engulfed bus.
Got to look at this one. The dramatic video shows the intense fire after flames broke out Monday afternoon. The bus driver, Renetta Smith, says the bus started making noises, and soon after that she smelled some smoke and noticed fire from her side view mirror. Smith stopped and secured the bus and started escorting each kid. By the way, they were ages 4 to 9 years old. They got out of the bus and to safety. Within minutes, the entire bus was covered in flames. Smith says neighbors came out to assist her in keeping the kids calm until the first responders got there. What a scary scene.
That is, especially think about 4-year-olds on that bus.
Right.
Oh, terrifying. Well, 3 police officers are recovering this morning after a driver slammed into them at a gas station parking lot in Phoenix.
The police chief is calling it unprovoked, violent, and an intentional act. It was caught on surveillance video. Hannah Daniels has the details. We do want to warn you, the video is graphic.
In this surveillance video, you see the exact moment police say a man deliberately plows his car into 3 Phoenix police officers.
I'm outraged by this incident. This is a violent, cowardly act on our police officers, and it's simply unacceptable. Our Phoenix police officers were targeted.
Investigators say the cops were standing at a Quick Trip gas station around 2 a.m. Tuesday morning after responding to a call. Moments before the crash, a red sedan is seen speeding up at the opposite end of the parking lot, heading right towards them. The officer seen thrown over the SUV is a 33-year-old rookie on his first night of patrol. He suffered a concussion but was able to wrestle the suspect to the ground. A sergeant on scene suffered a broken leg, while a third escaped with scrapes and bruises.
These officers could have easily been killed, and I thank God that we're not planning 3 funerals right now.
The driver, 44-year-old Mark Payne, is accused of using his vehicle as a weapon and is facing 3 counts of attempted first-degree murder. Hannah Daniels, CBS News.
The officers used a taser to subdue the suspect, who police say struggled violently. Detectives say Payne may have been impaired. They do not have a clear motive for the attack this morning.
Let's talk politics. Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump is trying to build his appeal with more moderate, independent voters, and especially women. Yesterday, he unveiled a plan to make child care more affordable, including giving new mothers 6 weeks of paid maternity leave. Now, all this happens while rival Hillary Clinton is still recovering from pneumonia. She is expected to rejoin the campaign trail tomorrow.
Senate Republican leaders insist that they will not consider President Obama's nominee for the U.S. Supreme Court. The president nominated 63-year-old Merrick Garland 6 months ago. But Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says the Senate will not hold hearings on Garland before the end of the year, even if Hillary Clinton wins the presidency in November.
Let me say once again, first of all, I don't expect Hillary Clinton to be elected. And second, we've already made it very clear that a nomination for the Supreme Court by this president will not be filled this year.
The Supreme Court has been down to 8 justices since Antonin Scalia died last February. Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin has caused some controversy following remarks he made at the Values Voter Summit in Washington.
The Republican said he was asked if the country could recover if Democrat Hillary Clinton is elected president. Governor Bevin said blood might be shed.
The roots of the tree of liberty are watered by what? The blood of who? The tyrants, to be sure, but who else? The patriots. Whose blood will be shed? It may be that of those in this room. It might be that of our children and grandchildren.
Some Kentucky Democrats have called the governor's comments offensive, and yesterday Nancy Jo Kemper, the Democratic candidate for the 6th District congressional seat, called for him to be impeached.
I believe that his call to shed the blood of fellow Americans is unconstitutional and a violation of his sworn oath to uphold the laws of the Commonwealth.
Strong words on both sides. The Republican Party of Kentucky called Kemper's claims, quote, a desperate act by a desperate candidate. In a statement from his office, Governor Bevin claimed he was speaking about the sacrifice required by members of the military, saying, quote, we cannot be complacent about the determination or radical Islamic extremists to destroy our freedoms. Well, this next story is really lighting up the web right now. Mother Nature called a Lexington wedding to get off to a rough start over the weekend.
Strong winds from a storm caused part of a tree to fall right in the middle of the ceremony. Cameras were rolling as the bride and groom ran for cover.
Bride Ashley Brown said she had just walked down the aisle when the wind started picking up. Ashley and her husband Zach first began laughing, but moments later they were sent running when a big gust snapped the tree behind their altar. Now, thankfully, no one was hurt, and the couple resumed the ceremony shortly after. Luckily, the Browns have been in good spirits about the entire event, saying it's now just a hilarious memory that they wouldn't change for anything. Going to be a memorable wedding for everybody in attendance.
Off to an interesting start,
Yeah.
certainly for them. But we wish them
Isn't
well.
there a saying, the worse the wedding, the better the marriage? So
there you go.
They're in for a happy life together.
Everybody just got a twig of that tree, as a,
Goodness.
as a memory. All right, it's time to check live drive traffic this morning at 5:41, and let's see what's going on here on your Wednesday morning. We did have some issues earlier today as I-75 southbound between Man of War south down to the Athens-Boonesboro exit was closed for a time as they've been working on the bridge there at Liberty Road. Right now that's reopened. Everything's moving along fine. The region looks good.
And here's a look at the Lexington-Fayette Urban County Government's live drive cam. We are looking at Richmond and Man of War. Things moving smoothly this morning.
But picking up.
Yeah, already.
You can see
That's interesting for 5:42 in the morning, isn't it?
Exactly. There's lots of early birds up and at it and stirring this morning. And we're glad you're with us on WKYT. We have a lot more news to tell you about on your Wednesday.
A London subway station is replacing its wall ads with a furry makeover. More on the unusual marketing campaign that's turning heads after we return.
And that front is on its way. It's going to arrive later on today. That will bring us at least the chance of rain. It's not a great chance, but it's there. I'll show you who has the better opportunity. And what about that weekend forecast? What does it look like now? I have that coming up next.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Pretty nice conditions early this morning before you step out the door. Meteorologist Micah Harris, and we're looking outside seeing those 60s in the forecast as opposed to 50s. That's what we had the past few days. There are a couple of spots. You go 64 northbound from Mount Sterling north. That's where we're seeing a couple of those 50s. Maysville, Mayslick, work your way into Mason County. Go up the AA highway. All looks well for you guys there. 75, I've heard no issues. Bluegrass Mountain Parkway, we're doing all right. And down 27 all the way through Pulaski, Lincoln, Garrett, Jessamine, all the way into Fayette. Things look good this morning in the 60s. So then we go through time, okay? This morning there's nothing going on in terms of rain falling out of the sky. We're not seeing that, so all roadways for no issues whatsoever. Now you get into your afternoon, that's a different story. Anywhere from 4 p.m. to about 9 p.m., that is your best bet to see a chance of rain. Now remember, this is not a good chance of rain, okay? I want to go ahead and drive that home. This isn't a great chance, but if you are one of those that get under one of these, I'm a little jealous of you because my yard's not looking too good right now. So anybody that gets under one of these, it looks like that'll be a pretty heavy downpour and also some lightning. No severe weather expected, so this is just beneficial rain to the yards. 64 northbound is your best bet. You drive your way into, say, Cynthiana, Berry community, off toward Robertson County, Mount Olivet. We're doing all right. Nicholas County, Bourbon County, you guys do have a chance of rain, and back toward Henry, Shelby, and Franklin counties. The past 21 out of 25 days, did you know this? This is a fun, not so fun fact, I like to call it. The past 21 out of 25 days have been dry. I mean, you really got to date back toward 2 months ago and actually bring in good chances of rain. We just have not seen that the past month, and it's been pretty dry. And even those 4 days, it wasn't a lot of rain during those 4 days either. We head towards your weekend, that is going to change. We have good chances of rain for both Saturday and on Sunday. Temperatures will be there in the upper 70s. It'll actually feel quite nice. This is bad news there for the football game going in toward the afternoon, or it could be good news, depending on which way you look at it. All those festivals going on, too. We'll see, but as of right now, it's a lean more toward the afternoon and evening hours. And both Saturday and Sunday for good chances of rain there in the forecast. Here is your 7-day and what it looks like. Today and Friday are your chances of rain there for the rest of the work week. Remember, these are small chances. Look at the percentage. Talking 20-30%, and that is it. I really don't see any problems. I say any. I really don't see many problems there for Friday Night Football. You never say any problems when you have that slight chance of rain, because you could have a pop-up shower, thunderstorm, and those will be the 5 people that yell at me out in public.
Give you those dirty looks at the grocery store.
Doubt about it. But this weekend, yeah, people are going to be pretty upset with me because it just doesn't look
Not
good.
your fault.
I know. I always tell them I'm the messenger, man.
Here's an idea.
It's not my
Do your
fault.
grocery shopping Friday night while they're at the ball game.
There you go.
There you
That's a
go.
good idea.
So you won't be in there Saturday.
Beat the crowd. That's exactly right.
All right. Well, we just kind of have to realize this is going to settle in on us, I think, with the rain. Thank you, Mike. It's 5:49 now on WKYT. An unusual marketing campaign is turning heads throughout a London subway station.
Passengers are now greeted with giant posters of cats staring at them when they arrive at their destination. It's part of a crowd-funded campaign to replace all ads with pictures of kittens. The campaign began Monday and has since raised more than $20,000 to make 68 ads at the Clapham Common Tube Station disappear. The group behind the cat movement says the stunt is meant to make people think about what's really valuable in their life, and it's likely something you can't buy. The unconditional love of cats and those death stares you get every morning.
I was going to say...
When we wake up in the mornings, our cats don't like it.
Right. Don't know if it's love or, you know, exactly, or a glare.
Love-hate relationship
with
cats.
Yeah, with a cat. All right. But they're cute. All right. Coming up on 5:50 now, 10 till 6, here on WKYT this morning. And coming up, some of the stories we're working on for you right now.
Plus a look at any traffic impacts you need to know about today.
Good morning as you rise and shine here with us here on this Wednesday. We're glad you're on WKYT at 5:53.
All right, let's take a look right now at some of the stories we're working on for you at this hour.
Our news team busy right now. Crews are still at the scene of a large fire in Metcalfe County in southern Kentucky this morning. The fire broke out last night at Scott's City Limits. That's a popular country western club in Edmonton, the community there. No injuries have been reported at this time. Again, the battle is ongoing to try to put it out, and the cause of the fire is still unknown.
The hunt for 3 men accused of robbing a Lexington sports store continues this morning. It happened at Hibbett Sports in the Mist Lake Plaza near the intersection of Man of War and Richmond Road. Police say the suspect stole merchandise, cash, and also robbed 2 customers inside the store. Thankfully, no one was injured. Well, some top U.S. Olympians are finding themselves at the center of the latest cybersecurity breach at the hands of Russian hackers. A group called Fancy Bears published the confidential medical records for gymnasts Simone Biles, Venus and Serena Williams, and others online yesterday. The records were stolen from the World Anti-Doping Agency. Russia is now denying any wrongdoing.
An arrest warrant has been issued for a University of North Carolina football player accused of sexual assault. The alleged attack happened at a campus apartment 7 months ago. The woman involved claims that police, prosecutors, and the university were slow to take action. The accused player has since been suspended from the team. Well, European researchers say women who consume omega-3 fatty acids like those found in fish and flaxseed oil are at an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. The study involved more than 71,000 women over a 14-year period. Non-overweight women who consumed more than 1.6 grams of omega-3 acids per day had the highest risk.
And 90% of household dust is filled with toxic chemicals, according to a new study from George Washington University. Researchers say Phthalates, phenols, and flame retardant chemicals originate from items like furniture and cleaning products. People can inhale, ingest, or absorb the chemicals through the skin. Young children who are crawling or playing on the floor face the highest risk.
Well, that's something to consider. You know?
It is.
Yeah,
It's like, what do you do? Clean, not clean?
Right.
I don't know.
So some new info there.
Yeah. Let's get a check this hour on today's traffic trouble spots with live drive traffic.
5:55 is our time, and here are the current travel times into Lexington. Good ride in from Nicholasville this morning, a short trip from Versailles or Frankfort, Winchester, everything looking good this morning. Half-hour ride in from Richmond as well this morning. So the travel times are looking really good right now.
And here is a look at the Lexington-Fayette Urban County Government's live drive cam. We're looking at Tates Creek and New Circle Road this morning. Not a whole lot of commotion out there at this time, but of course things will speed up shortly. You know they will.
That is one where around 7:30, 8 o'clock, it is really busy out there. Yeah. So if you want to get out there early this morning, maybe you can beat
Now's
that
the
crowd.
time to go.
Yeah. It's a beautiful morning. Let's check in with Micah here as we head into the 6 o'clock hour.
Yeah, it's a beautiful morning, and it feels pretty good. I mean, the past few days we've been in the 50s. A couple of spots are in the 50s, but for the most part, we're there in the 60s this morning, so it's really not a bad feel. That's actually around average for us here in Lexington at 61 degrees. Now we travel through your day. Yes, 86 by the afternoon. It's much warmer than average being at 80 later on this afternoon. But we will have that small chance of rain. Harrison County, Scott County, go back toward Franklin, Henry, Owen, those areas, Shelby County, back toward Simpsonville at the outlet malls. That's where you're going to be dealing with at least a chance at a pop-up shower thunderstorm. But most of us stay dry once again for today. If you're about to take off, have a great day. If not, stick with us. We have one more hour of WKYT News coming up in just a couple of minutes.